My beloved child, before you decide that this message is not meant for you, don't skip. There is something your heart has been sensing for a long time, but your mind keeps trying to ignore it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There is someone who looks at you with genuine affection, someone who quietly carries feelings that grow stronger every single day. They admire your kindness, your patience, the way you make ordinary moments feel meaningful. Yet there is one silent struggle they have never spoken aloud. It is not because they want to hurt you, and it is not because your appearance is lacking. Their battle comes from expectations, fears, and opinions they allowed to shape their thinking long before they ever met you. They never expected to care so deeply, and now they find themselves torn between what their heart knows and what their doubts whisper. Every time they try to walk away emotionally, something keeps bringing them back to you. They replay your conversations. They remember your smile. They notice the little things about you that everyone else overlooks. They keep asking themselves why they cannot stop thinking about you. The answer is simple: they truly love you more than they are willing to admit. But accepting one part of your appearance has become the final wall standing between their fear and their future. Don't skip, because what happens next may explain questions you've been carrying for far too long. There are moments when this person catches themselves staring at your photos longer than they intended. They wonder why your presence feels so peaceful, even while their thoughts remain so complicated. Their struggle has never been about your worth. It has always been about the stories they believed they had to follow. They imagined a perfect picture in their mind long before love arrived, but real love rarely follows imaginary expectations. Every day they feel their heart becoming stronger than their fears. They notice that your laughter brings them comfort, your honesty brings them peace, and your presence makes ordinary days brighter. Slowly, the thing they once questioned is becoming the very thing that reminds them you are real, unique, and impossible to replace. They have not found the courage to tell you this because they are afraid you would misunderstand their silence. They fear losing you before they fully understand their own heart. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The moment they finally stop listening to fear, everything they have been hiding could change in ways neither of you expected. What you cannot see is that this inner battle is reaching a turning point. Every quiet moment pushes them closer to choosing love over doubt. They are beginning to realize that appearances can capture attention, but character captures the heart forever. The qualities they once overlooked have become impossible to ignore. They are learning that peace cannot be built on other people's opinions, only on genuine connection. That realization is changing everything inside them. Soon, their hesitation will no longer be stronger than their feelings. Soon, they will understand that what makes you different is also what makes you unforgettable. Don't skip, because this is where the story begins to shift. The person who has been silently questioning everything is also the person preparing to see you through completely different eyes. They are closer than ever to accepting what they once struggled to understand, and when that moment arrives, the conversation they have imagined 1,000 times may finally become real. Stay till the end of this journey, because the biggest revelation has not happened yet, and what comes next could change the entire direction of this story. A quiet change has already begun, even though no one around you can see it. The person who has been holding back is starting to realize that running from genuine feelings has only made their heart heavier. They tried convincing themselves that they could simply move on, but every attempt led them back to the same place, you. They remember the smallest details about you without even trying. Your words echo in unexpected moments. Your kindness appears in their thoughts during the busiest hours of the day. What once seemed like a reason to hesitate is becoming something they barely notice anymore because your heart has become impossible for them to ignore. Don't skip. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There's a reason this story is unfolding step by step. They are beginning to understand that the people they once listened to never truly understood what real love feels like. Advice from others is fading, but the peace they experience whenever they think about you continues to grow stronger. That contrast is opening their eyes in a way they never expected. The truth is, this person has spent countless nights asking themselves difficult questions. Why can't I stop thinking about them? Why do I keep comparing everyone else to them? Every answer points back to you. They are finally seeing that. Love is not about finding someone who matches a perfect image. Love is discovering someone whose presence makes life feel lighter, calmer, and more meaningful. They now recognize that the one thing they struggled to accept about your appearance never changed your kindness, your loyalty, or the comfort you bring into every conversation. In fact, they have started to see that very feature differently. What once stood out to them now feels familiar, comforting, and uniquely yours. Their heart is quietly rewriting the story their mind created long ago. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Something huge is waiting for you, because the moment they fully surrender to what they truly feel is drawn closer with every passing day. Soon there will come a moment they can no longer hide behind uncertainty. They will realize that every delay has only increased the fear of losing someone who means more to them than they ever imagined possible. That realization will become stronger than hesitation itself. They will understand that life offers very few chances to choose genuine love, and they do not want to spend another day wondering, what if? The distance between you is becoming smaller, not because circumstances suddenly changed, but because their heart is finally becoming honest with itself. The next step they take will not come from pressure, expectations, or anyone else's opinion. It will come from a place of sincerity they have never experienced before. Don't skip, because this journey is building toward a moment that neither of you will forget. Stay till the end, because the greatest part of this story is still waiting just ahead. There's one detail you have never been told, and it explains why everything has felt so confusing. This person has imagined reaching out to you more times than you could possibly count. They have started conversations in their mind, only to stop themselves before a single word was spoken. Not because the feelings disappeared, but because they feared they were not ready to stand completely behind those feelings. Yet something inside them keeps refusing to let go. Every day they spend without speaking honestly feels like a missed opportunity. Every quiet moment reminds them that some people enter your life only once, and if you let them pass, you may spend years wondering what could have been. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The hesitation that once seemed impossible to overcome is beginning to lose its power, and they can feel it happening even if they cannot explain why. They have also started noticing something unexpected. The very feature of your appearance that once caused them to hesitate has become part of the reason they remember you so clearly. It makes you different. It makes you real. It makes you impossible to confuse with anyone else. They now realize they were chasing an unrealistic picture instead of appreciating the extraordinary person standing in front of them. Every memory they replay reminds them of your warmth, your laughter, your calm presence, and the way you made them feel accepted without asking them to pretend to be someone else. That realization has become impossible to ignore. They are slowly understanding that genuine love is not built on perfection. It is built on trust, peace, respect, and the feeling of finally being understood. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. The change happening inside their heart is no longer small. It is becoming the strongest emotion they have experienced in a very long time. Now they stand at a crossroads. One path leads back to fear, silence, and endless questions. The other leads toward honesty, courage, and the possibility of a future they once believed could never exist. Deep inside, they already know which path they want to choose. Their heart has made the decision long before their mind caught up. The only thing left is the courage to act. When that moment arrives, you may finally understand why every delay happened the way it did. It was never about your value. It was never about your appearance. It was about someone learning that love grows strongest when it sees beyond first impressions. Don't skip, because the biggest turning point has not happened yet. Stay till the end, because the next part reveals the moment that changes everything they have been hiding, and once that moment begins, nothing between you will ever feel the same again. The moment they have been trying to avoid is now closer than ever before. Every excuse that once felt convincing is slowly disappearing, replaced by a quiet certainty they cannot ignore. They have reached the point where pretending not to care feels more exhausting than simply being honest. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a conversation they have replayed countless times in their mind. They imagine looking into your eyes and finally telling you that their greatest mistake was allowing fear to speak louder than their heart. They wish they had understood sooner that the qualities which truly matter cannot be measured by appearance alone. The kindness you showed, the patience you carried, and the peace you brought into their life have become impossible to replace. They are beginning to understand that what they almost overlooked has become one of the reasons they admire you so deeply today. There is another truth they have kept hidden. They have quietly compared every new person they meet with you, and every comparison ends the same way. No one makes them feel as comfortable. No one brings the same sense of calm. No one leaves the same lasting impression. They finally recognized that they were searching for something they had already found. The more they tried to forget you, the more your memory became part of their everyday life. Even ordinary moments remind them of your conversations, your smile, and the unique way you carry yourself. What once seemed unfamiliar now feels comforting because it belongs to the person they cannot stop thinking about. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The walls around their heart are falling one by one, and they know they cannot keep hiding forever. The fear of losing you has become greater than the fear of being vulnerable. Very soon, silence will no longer feel like the safe choice. They are preparing themselves for a step they never believed they would take. It will not be dramatic. It will not come from pressure. It will come from a heart that has finally accepted what it has known all along. When they finally speak, their words will not focus on appearances. They will focus on how you change the way they see love itself. They will want you to know that real connection is stronger than unrealistic expectations, and that meeting you transformed their understanding of what truly matters. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you because the next chapter is where hidden emotions finally become impossible to conceal, and the truth they have carried in silence is ready to be revealed at last. Everything has been leading to this point. The silence that once felt endless is beginning to break, not because time alone changed anything, but because their heart has reached a place where it refuses to hide any longer. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. They have finally realized that the person they were searching for was never someone who fit an imagined picture. It was someone who brought peace into their restless thoughts. It was someone whose presence made ordinary days feel brighter. That person has always been you. The more they reflect on the journey, the clearer everything becomes. What they once viewed as uncertainty now feels like a lesson that taught them to see with their heart instead of their expectations. They understand that true affection is built through trust, kindness, patience, and the quiet comfort of being accepted exactly as you are. Those are the things they found in you, and those are the things they never want to lose again. Now they are preparing themselves for the moment they have imagined over and over. They know they cannot change the time they spent hesitating, but they can choose what happens next. Instead of hiding behind fear, they want to step forward with honesty. They want you to know that their struggle was never a reflection of your value. It was a reflection of their own journey toward understanding what genuine love really means. They have discovered that the feature they once questioned has become inseparable from the person they now admire. It reminds them that perfection was never the goal, connection was. Every memory with you has become more meaningful than the opinions they once allowed to influence them. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. The chapter of doubt is closing, and a new chapter built on sincerity is ready to begin. As this story reaches its turning point, one message remains stronger than every fear that came before it. Never measure your worth by someone else's first impression. The right heart learns, grows, and chooses what truly matters. That is exactly what has been happening here. Their perspective has changed, their feelings have deepened, and their courage has quietly grown stronger with every passing day. Soon, the distance between hidden emotions and spoken truth will disappear. When that moment comes, you may finally understand why every delay, every unanswered question, and every quiet pause became part of a much bigger story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, because sometimes the greatest surprise is not discovering who truly loves you, it is discovering how deeply love can transform the person who once struggled to see what was standing right in front of them. The final truth is simpler than you ever imagined, yet more powerful than you expected. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The person who truly loves you was never fighting against you, they were fighting against the expectations they had carried for years. Those expectations became a wall, but love kept finding a way through every crack. Day after day, your kindness spoke louder than appearances. Your patience outlasted their doubts. Your authenticity became impossible to ignore. They finally understand that what first caught their attention was never going to determine the future. What truly changed everything was the peace they felt whenever they thought of you. They now see that your greatest beauty was never something that could be captured in a mirror. It was found in the way you listened, the way you cared, the way you stayed genuine without pretending to be someone else. That realization has completely transformed the way they see you, and once a heart reaches that kind of understanding, it becomes almost impossible to turn back. If there is one thing this journey should leave with you, it is this: never allow temporary opinions to define permanent value. The people who are meant to remain in your life will eventually learn to see beyond the surface. Genuine love grows deeper with understanding, not with perfection. Whether this story reminds you of someone specific or simply encourages you to believe in your own worth, let it remind you that real connection is built on respect, trust, kindness, and acceptance. Sometimes the greatest transformation happens quietly, inside a heart that nobody else can see. While the world notices appearances first, lasting love notices character. That is the lesson this person has finally learned, and it has changed everything they once believed. They are no longer searching for reasons to hesitate. They are searching for the courage to appreciate what has been in front of them all along. As this message comes to an end, remember that every meaningful story has moments of uncertainty before clarity arrives. Every sincere heart has fears before it finds courage. Every lasting relationship begins when someone chooses authenticity over unrealistic expectations. Don't skip the lessons life places in front of you, because something huge is always waiting for those who remain patient enough to see the full picture. And perhaps the biggest revelation of all is this: the right person will never love you because you are flawless. They will love you because, in a world full of comparisons, your heart becomes the place where they finally feel at home. That is a kind of love that cannot be measured by appearances, cannot be replaced by perfection, and cannot be forgotten once it is truly found.